On this 2010 to 2015 Honda Civic with the 1.8 gas engine, B0010 points us toward the front passenger airbag inflator circuit. In plain terms, the SRS unit may be seeing an open circuit or higher than expected resistance on that passenger inflator side. The SRS warning light may stay on, and the restraint system can limit operation while the fault is active. The broad areas we're thinking about are the passenger airbag inflator, the dashboard harness, the related connectors, the SRS unit connection, and possible SRS unit software concerns. Before getting into the test, find out whether the vehicle was in a collision. If it was, make sure the required SRS components were replaced with new parts of the correct part number and installed correctly. Also handle this like any SRS job. Follow the safety precautions and the proper battery disconnect and reconnect process. Start by verifying the problem with the HDS. Clear the codes, turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2, wait for 10 seconds and check for codes again. If B0010 or the related passenger inflator code comes right back, the failure is duplicated and you can move into circuit testing. If it does not come back, treat it as an intermittent condition and do not force a repair that is not showing up right now. If a different code is present, check what that code means first. Next, isolate the passenger airbag from the rest of the circuit. Turn the ignition switch to lock 0. Disconnect the negative battery cable and wait at least 3 minutes. Lower the glove box, then disconnect the front passenger airbag inflator 4P connector on the dashboard wire harness. Connect SRS simulator lead J to the SRS inflator simulator using the 2 omega connectors. Then connect lead J to the passenger airbag inflator 4P connector on the dashboard wire harness. Reconnect the negative battery cable. Clear the codes with the HDS. Turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2. Wait for 10 seconds and check the codes again. If B0010 or the related passenger inflator code is no longer indicated, the open or increased resistance is in the front passenger airbag first or second inflator. The directed repair is to replace the front passenger airbag, then clear the code. If the code is still indicated with the simulator installed, move to the open wire check on the RA1 and RA2 lines. Turn the ignition switch to lock 0. Disconnect the negative battery cable and wait at least 3 minutes. Disconnect SRS unit connector A, the 39P connector. Now disconnect the SRS inflator simulator from SRS simulator lead J, but do not disconnect SRS simulator lead J from the front passenger airbag inflator 4P connector on the dashboard wire harness. With the ignition at lock 0, the passenger inflator connector disconnected from the airbag, SRS unit, connector A disconnected, and lead J still connected to the dashboard harness connector. Measure the resistance at the test points. Use the black terminal of SRS simulator lead J for the RA1 plus and RA1 minus side, and the red terminal for the RA2 plus and RA2 minus side. The decision point is 1.0 omega or less. If the measurement is 1.0 omega or less, the RA1 plus, RA1 minus, RA2 plus, and RA2 minus wires are considered okay. At that point, look at the SRS unit side. A poor connection at SRS unit connector and the SRS unit is possible, or the SRS unit itself may be faulty. Check the connection between the connector and the SRS unit. Before replacing the SRS unit, check the SRS unit software version with the HDS. If the software is not the latest version, update it and retest. If the connection is okay, the directed repair is to replace the SRS unit. If the code still does not clear after that, the directed repair is to replace the dashboard wire harness. If the resistance is not 1.0 omega or less, the dashboard wire harness has an open or increased resistance. Replace the dashboard wire harness, then clear the code. Keep verification separate from the testing. After the directed repair and code clear, use the same HDS check. Turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2. Wait for 10 seconds and confirm B0010 stays gone. The key to this one is not guessing at the airbag or the SRS unit. First, duplicate the fault, then use the simulator to separate the airbag from the harness, and only then use the resistance check to decide whether the harness side or SRS unit side is the path to follow. For more diagnostic training, visit Diagnostics.com.